What is happening in the world of marijuana? In all known civilizations, cannabis has been the most useful plant for mankind.
You can make paper out of it, that you can make cloth out of it, you can make cord out of it, you can make oil, you can make medicine.
You can make food out of hemp seed oil, you can burn it in a lamp, you can make rope.
Used since ancient times to fight malaria, rheumatisms, menstrual pain, epilepsy, gastritis, anorexia, typhus, and dozens of other diseases, cannabis has been called one of the most valuable medicines by Queen Victoria's personal physician. Yet from one day to the next, this miraculous plant has become the forbidden fruit, the root of all evil, the source of sin, perversion, and immorality, which could easily drive people to insanity.
Let's go, Jack, I'm red hot.
What was really behind the sudden, overwhelming, and unstoppable demonization of marijuana? Who was Ari Anslinger, the man who had marijuana prohibited all over the world, and who was financing him from behind the scenes?
In the 1930s, investor-publisher William Randolph Hearst invested heavily in thousands of acres of timberland to make paper. But at the same time, Hearst's tree paper was in direct competition with the established hemp paper, and Hearst was also in the business of printing newspapers. So, Hearst joined forces with the DuPont Company, who, by the way, was developing a fabric called nylon, which was in direct competition with hemp cloth. Together, they would cook up a scheme to take hemp completely off the market so their individual enterprises could flourish.
In 1937, DuPont patented the processes to make plastics from oil and coal. DuPont's annual report urged stockholders to invest in its new petrochemical division. Synthetics such as plastics, cellophane, celluloid, methanol, nylon, rayon, Dacron, etc. can now be made from oil. Natural hemp industrialization would have ruined over 80% of DuPont's business. Andrew Mellon became Hoover's Secretary of the Treasury and DuPont's primary investor. He appointed his future nephew-in-law, Harry J. Anslinger, to head the Federal Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs.
While the DuPont Company relentlessly lobbied Washington with clever propaganda, Hearst began a racist smear campaign printed in his many newspapers to convince common Americans that hemp, or marijuana, was an evil drug. Enter the extremely ambitious Harry J. Anslinger, America's first head of the Bureau of Narcotics. At the time, he was pushing for a restriction on opiates and cocaine, but it would certainly help to build his career and his agency if he added marijuana to that short list. After all, Hearst and DuPont had done an excellent job with their propaganda.
Marijuana influences Negroes to look at white people in the eye, step on white men's shadows, and look at a white woman twice.
The rest is an embarrassing and dismal history.
Wow.